Hey, this is John Glennon of the Tennessean. I am here with colleague Jim Wyatt, and we are taking a look ahead to the Titans game in St. Louis this weekend. Titans are trying to break a three-game losing streak as they come out of the bye, going up against former Titans head coach Jeff Fisher. And now here to take a look at three keys to the game for the Titans is Jim Wyatt.
Yeah, I'm going to start with stopping the run, for a couple of different reasons. One is the Jeff Fisher coach team, they like to run the football. Two is because the Rams have completely, changed their approach in the last, 4 weeks of the season to go with more of a smash mouth approach. I think certainly it's out of necessity with Sam Bradford now being done for the rest of the year. They've got a new quarterback in there, but they got a new running back as well. People are familiar with Zac Stacy from playing at Vanderbilt, and he's kind of been the workhorse for the Rams. He's coming off a game where he ran for over 130 yards against the Seahawks. He's over 78 yards in 3 of the last 4 games. Been very productive, and I could see a scenario where the Rams just try to hammer the football at the Titans and carry the ball 30-35 times in this game, as long as it's a close game and they can afford to do that. And the Titans got to certainly be prepared to stop that. They've had some different challenges the last couple of weeks against Seattle and San Francisco, having to worry about a quarterback who gets outside the pocket and running. And they've kind of were burned a little bit. So the run game's got to be stiffer this week, certainly compared to against the 49ers, where Frank Gore had some success as well. I think number 2, protect Jake Locker. One thing the Rams have been able to do is get to the quarterback. They had 52 sacks last year, which which tied for the NFL lead. They're on pace for 50 this year. They've got 25 after, at this point in the season. 10 of those come from their big defensive end, Robert Quinn on the outside. He's certainly a formidable foe and a guy that the Titans are going to have to do a good job of keeping from kind of going off inside the dome. Locker should be healthy and should be in a better position to defend himself, so to speak. Another couple of weeks removed, from the knee injury and the hip injuries. You play against the 49ers, you're somewhat limited. He should be better for this game, but the Titans have got to give him time, keep him from taking unnecessary hits. And I think number 3 is the return game and special teams. And don't let the return games kill you like it has in 2 of the 3 games during this 3-game losing streak. They gave up a fumble, that was recovered for a touchdown, or at least it went off Damien Williams' leg back in the Kansas City game. Darius Raynaud fumbled, muffed a punt that was recovered for a touchdown against the 49ers. They don't have to worry about Raynaud making a mistake anymore because he's no longer with this football team. Damien Williams is going to be the guy returning punts and kicks for the Titans. I think they need to make a play there. At least don't have anything bad happen. And on the flip side, Tavon Austin is an explosive player. He's yet to go off in a game for the Rams this year, but he has had some dynamic plays this season that have been called back because of penalties. Titans can't afford to have this be the game where he kind of has a breakout performance. So certainly a key game for the Titans, trying to get back to 500 at the halfway point. Follow myself and John Glennon at J Wyatt Sports, at Glennon Sports on Twitter, leading up to the game and certainly during the course of the game. Follow our blogs on Tennessean.com, Titan Insider, and also, watch videos that we'll have leading up to the game and after the game in what's a big game for the Titans and Rams. For John Glennon, I'm Jim Wyatt with the Tennessean.